Xabi Alonso arrived at Real Madrid with a blueprint: press with intelligence, control the centre, and let Jude Bellingham be the dynamic engine who moves between attack and defence. But schematics on paper rely on one thing in the middle of the park: balance. Tonight that balance looks dangerously thin. Reports linking Martin Zubimendi to another club have rippled through Madrid and raised a blunt question. What happens if the coach cannot secure the holding midfielder he believes will unlock the team's full potential? Zubimendi's profile, disciplined positional sense, a short and accurate passing range to recycle play, and the kind of defensive awareness that allows a creative teammate to roam, was the exact missing piece in Alonso's preferred setup. With Bellingham given license to press higher, create from advanced positions and drift into channels, the team needs someone behind him to absorb pressure, shepherd the ball out under threat, and read opposition counter. Without that metronome, Bellingham risks being asked to do double duty, create moments and also plug the defensive holes that a true holding midfielder would cover. That mismatch changes how opponents will approach Madrid. Teams will bait Bellingham into the press and then attack the vacated lanes, tempting Madrid into moments of chaos that cost more than a single match. The immediate tactical cost is straightforward: less control of transitions, more vulnerability after turnovers, and a coach forced to patch the midfield either with makeshift solutions or positional sacrifices that blunt the team's attacking threat. But the wider cost is reputational and long-term. Alonso's rebuild depends on precise recruitment that fits a clear system. A failed pursuit exposes the club's transfer strategy, forces hurried decisions in windows, and puts extra pressure on a squad already loaded with expectation. So what are the practical paths forward? First, the short-term tinkering. Alonso could repurpose a more defensive central midfielder into a conservative anchor, accepting a drop in midfield tempo in exchange for protection. That would protect Bellingham a little, but also limit his capacity to influence the final third, a trade-off that risks losing the very edge Madrid seek. Second, the club must widen its scouting lens, target players who combine positional discipline with ball progression, perhaps older, experienced operators who offer immediate stability, or younger prospects who fit the pressing and passing profile but may require time. Importantly, replacements come in different shades: destructors with range, registers who dictate tempo from deeper, or hybrid sixes with both physicality and distribution. Each choice reshapes how Madrid will play, so this is not merely a signing problem, but a philosophical one. The financial and market realities add another layer. High-quality holding midfielders are scarce and expensive. Rivals know this and can outmaneuver buying clubs by promising clear immediate roles. If the Zubimendi avenue truly closed, Real must balance patience with aggression. Identify the right profile quickly, but avoid panic purchases that break the wage or tactical structure. Beyond transfers, Alonso has strategic alternatives on the pitch, shifting to a double pivot to share defensive duties, altering pressing triggers to reduce exposure on transitions, or changing build-up routes to rely less on a single deep passer. Each adaptation requires training time and buy-in from senior players, and each will be judged in match results. For Bellingham personally, the effect could be twofold. He may thrive in spurts as an unshackled force, but over a full season the physical and tactical toll of covering two roles can blunt his creative spark. Preserving his energy and influence must be a priority. That's why the hunt for a true partner is not luxury but necessity. Fans and pundits will cheer when a name is linked and panic when it slips. Decision makers must remain dispassionate. Real Madrid has navigated transfer complications before, pivoting and emerging stronger, but timing matters. The coming weeks will tell whether Madrid answers with a considered recruit who fits Alonso's vision, or with short-term fixes that merely paper over a deeper need. Either way, this mid-season narrative will define how the team balances ambition with pragmatism, and whether Jude Bellingham can operate at his highest level surrounded by the precise structure he deserves. For Alonso, the choice is tactical and existential. Find the metronome and the plan sings. Fail to do so, and the harmony could unravel just when the stakes are highest.